So, the cognitive paradigm is a relatively newer paradigm. So, cognitive views on education originated with Gestalt psychology movement, and this was at the turn of the 20th century, which means in the early 1900s. So, Gestalt is translated from German to mean pattern or configuration, and yes, I am saying that wrong. This theory, they emphasize the implicit and explicit brain working together to receive information. In 1912, I'm going to say this name wrong, Max Wertheimer discovered the phi phenomenon, and that is an optical illusion where your eyes may not perceive something, but the brain fills in the gaps. These German psychologists laid the groundwork for who would later be called the father of cognitive psychology, and that is Uri Nessier. His mission was to disprove the popular behaviorist movement, and this is jumping about 80 years in the future. In 1992, Ulrich Nessier published a study proving that the brain is a malleable organ and that memory, which much of behaviorism is founded on, is very unreliable. This is really interesting. So, Ulrich Nessier was a professor at Emory University, and after the Challenger exploded, the next day, he asked his students, all right, what do you remember? Where were you? Those kinds of questions. And then he asked them the same questions 4 years later, and over 40% of students had vastly different responses. This was a groundbreaking thing, and it really disproved the idea of memory as being a reliable source of your brain.